actually 6 complaints into the BBC because Nadal kept scratching his arse during the...
As if someone from the BBC is going to go out and go, excuse me, can you stop picking your arse?
The whole thing about his style of tennis is about his balance, which comes from his bottom. I think it's integral to the tennis, and Claudia probably agrees as well as a tennis connoisseur. And,
yes.
And a lady who likes a fine bottom. But I think you need to focus on his bottom.
I don't understand who these people are. Who bothers to complain?
My favourite complaint was on the channel Babe Station, where the 3 women have the boobs out, they've got a pair of knickers on. People ring up and get off, right, for £1.50 a minute. Now, some bloke complained because one of the women showed a little bit of front garden, right? And again, at what point are you watching going, oh, this is brilliant, this is... Oh, no, you've gone too far now! Oh, put that away! Don't look, son, don't look! Do you know what me and Gabby did recently?
Hello?
Me and Gabby did an evening with Sven Goran Eriksson.
What do you mean, an evening?
For charity. And you did like a Q&A thing, didn't you?
Did you not get paid?
Oh, Jason, you're so new to this. Let's have a look and see if Wimbledon's one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, it is. The most talked about thing is Wimbledon. Andy Murray could have beaten Nadal. All he needed was a slightly different strategy and a magic racket strung with dreams. The crowd at Wimbledon got right behind Andy Murray as they queued at the exit. Jason, Gabby, Mark, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
Well, I think it's got to be the Royals. They're on their arse, aren't they? They've got no money. Apparently, they're so strapped for cash that they were thinking about setting up a premium rate phone line.
What's that? What are you wearing? A tiara? Who's that getting off?
Have you got my sceptre in your hand? Yeah, it was a bit weird. Because you'd have to ring it, wouldn't you? You'd have to ring it. Just dial 1 for 1. Dial 2 for a racist rant from one's husband. For Prince Harry, press the hash key. You know, I think all right, isn't it?
Classic. Yeah. It does seem extraordinary, but they are saying they're strapped for cash. They don't have any money.
Well, can't they do a sponsored run or something?
I think they should do a calendar. The Queen should do a calendar, and over this nipple she has a sceptre, and that nipple, a corgi's nose. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
But it's ironic, because you've got Charles trying to save the planet, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's filling his car up with wine
and cheese, yeah.
Of
course you are, Charles.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Filling his car up with cheese. The bloke has finally gone mental. He talked for plants for years. We let it go. We let it go. He swapped Diana for Camilla. We let it go, right? He's gone too far this time.
By swap Diana for Camilla, you mean his wife tragically died?
OK, well, let's have a look and see whether the Royals' finances is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, this is the story that the Royals are apparently strapped for cash. In other royal news, the naval ship carrying Prince William has seized £40 million worth of cocaine. So, 200 sailors and £40 million worth of cocaine. It's either the biggest drug bust in naval history or Elton John has fallen off the wagon. In other news, Amy Winehouse has joined the Navy. Sean, Claudia, Phil, what else have the nation been talking about?
Is it the bloke, the examiner, who gave someone a mark? They wrote F off on their exam. It's the only thing they wrote. And the guy got 7.5% because it showed rudimentary skills. And he got 11% if he'd put an exclamation mark. And if he put, to whom it may concern, f*** off, he'd have passed.
That's extraordinary. So he got 7.5% for writing
F off.
But...
To be fair, though, the question was,
Yes.
what should Piers Morgan do? So...
If there was any kind of pronunciation mark that I don't like, it's an exclamation mark. You could never date somebody who sent you a text and then ended it with an exclamation
Well, Claudia,
mark.
he was doing his GCSE, so you shouldn't be dating him, to be fair.
But the justification for the examiner said, for an attempt to answer the question, it's better than leaving the page blank. And I thought, that's not the case, is it? You know, if you don't know the answer to something, it's better to be quiet rather than go, f*** off, isn't it? Well, you've got a mastermind, and they said, what year did they repeal the Corn Laws? You go, f*** off. OK, you get a point for that.
Well, you've just upped the ratings of that show.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
OK, you passed on 3, told me to f*** off 6 times. You're the winner. Brilliant.
I can tell you that this wasn't one of the most talked about things this week.
Off. Very difficult to get an NHS dentist, and a lot of people now are extracting teeth more than they're doing sort of repair work on teeth.
They're going, well, we just...
Take it out.
Yes.
Well, imagine what happens. Partly it's probably a communication problem, because the only thing you ever say in dentist is, So...
I don't go to the dentist, I'm allergic. Well, I went 7 years ago.
You went 7 years ago?
And he said, I'm going to have to give you 3 fillings. I got nervous, I said, I've got to feed the meter, and I haven't been back.
Really?
I hope he's not still stood there, boy.
And also, I think I had a dodgy one once who was a bit too, I don't know.
I realise this is more of a panel show than counselling, but let's... What happened?
Well, all I'm saying is there was a lot of tell me whether this I don't know, it wasn't fun. My mouth was open. It was like my wedding night all over again. I haven't been back. Yeah.
They've attempted to sort of deregulate dentistry like they did with opticians, but obviously they can't. It's a much more qualified job. And also that there is one tooth in your head, I don't know if you know this, but it's actually connected to your spine. And dentists are the only ones who know where that is. It's not even on the internet. And if you pull it out, you end up walking like a cat. And that's
Sure,
why...
can you not try and scare team members? Because poor Claudia now is going to
You
start...
pull that... I think it's this one. I think it's this one. But only the dentists know.
Walking like a cat. How would walking like a cat
Well, what
look?
happens is you pull it out and it makes your spine go like that,
Yeah,
and then you walk on all fours. And that's why only dentists can do dentistry. They can't open it up like they have with other things like roofing. And so there's only a few people know about this. The government know. They know.
In a poll to find out the worst camping companion, Jeremy Kyle came second. Who came first?
Jack the Ripper.
Jeremy Carr's a horrible little man, isn't he?
Yeah.
And you ever watch his show? He always has people on, and it really sort of, it's a real sort of freak show, isn't he? He's really sort of preying on the sort of complete disaster of their lives. And he always says he's helping people. And I was thinking, he's helping people in the same way as if someone needed an ambulance, you kicked them nearer the hospital. You sort of booted them. You go, well, I'm actually getting you nearer aid, but I'm not actually really helping you, am I? He's a horrible little scumbag, isn't he?
Who's more annoying than him?
Who's more annoying? Yeah, that's what the question is.
No, I'm asking. I'm just saying out
Oh,
loud.
well, you fucking sit here then, love.
Did you do a bit of camping?
I went to watch the Grand Prix at Silverstone when I was about 19.
The Grand Prix?
The Grand Prix.
Oh, great, no, because I forgot what it was,
That's
but then, whoa, round the corner.
And so we decided, my then boyfriend and I, that we would go in a tent. And at Silverstone, the very rich people come in with helicopters in the morning.
How do helicopters work again?
I thought I'd woken up in Vietnam or something.
Mugabe.
You're not far off with that.
Oh, Dave Mugabe.
Idi Amin.
OK, most wanted man in the world.
Osama bin Laden.
Correct answer.
Bin Laden.
The worst camping companion would be Osama bin Laden, surprisingly.
That's nonsense. He's very outdoorsy. He'd be really useful.
Yeah, you're right.
Outdoors for years. He'd be fantastic. I leave tent now. I get massive dinner for us.
Yeah.
Which I will cook brilliantly.
I'd go so far as to say I would like to go camping with... Osama, if you're out there, you're on, mate.
Osama bin Laden has been #1 on the FBI's most wanted list for the last 7 years. #2 is Rihanna with Umbrella. Top person to put on a British banknote.
The Chuckle Brothers. And then what you could do is you could have like one on the front, one on the other side, and then in Latin, to you, to me.
Ad mihi, ad tibi.
To you, to me, to me, to you, in Latin.
I think so. Well, you just got to think, what's the dative? So then it's obviously... Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what I do for my day job. They bring me phrases for banknotes and I translate them into Latin. It's been a slow decade.
What about a little mirror so it was you?
Whoa.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Every time you go out, you go, oh, I'm on a banknote, look. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Oh, that'd be brilliant, that. Simple person. Be all right, man. That'd be brilliant.
OK, top person to put on a British banknote.
Diana.
Correct.
Good one. Good one.
Yes, the person Brits would most like to see on a banknote is Princess Diana. But that's ridiculous. You can't have a picture of a dead person on one side of a note and then the person that killed them on the other.